Hello. Marie back with you here from Crafty Landing. Hello. Sorry if you can hear other things apart from my voice. There is a bit of building gardening work going on outside in one of the neighbours. So I do apologise if you can hear faint sawing, drilling, anything like that. But today I'm here to share this array of goodies on my desk and the tag that I made and posted on the Facebook channel for RachandBellaCrafts. And I had such a response asking for a tutorial that I'm here today ready to do one with you. I'm hoping it's going to be quite quick. If you are a subscriber of mine or have watched any of my previous videos, you will know that I tend not to do quick, but I promise I will try hard today. So a quick little close look at this tag that I made, and I've layered the heart up, as you can see, brown packaging paper, book paper, some gold tulle underneath there to sort of give it a bit of texture and layers, and I have used my flower punch here, and you can just see 3 little blue gems here that I've stuck on. I'm kind of going grungy shabby with this one. This is going to be for a new journal that I have started, I'm in the middle of doing, and I am using both the blue shabby kit from RachandBellaCrafts along with the grungy kit. So I'm using both together, combining so to show you that you can mix and match. So I'm going to put this tag to one side a moment and just share with you some of the pages that I've printed off from the blue shabby collection. They are just beautiful. I don't know how bright it will show you. To me, the screen on the computer is looking a little bit dark, but I'm hoping you'll see how beautiful these pages are. This is just a selection. I mean, they are gorgeous. Have I got that one upside down? I might have got that one upside down, but to be honest, it doesn't matter. Look how grungy and shabby they are. Rachel, honestly, I keep saying it, you've outdone yourself with every kit, but this one I am in love with. And this is just a selection. So what I've done is I've printed these ones off full size, but I've also printed some off 4 to a page. Let me show you. So these are the blue shabby, remember, and now I've got some, as you can see, 4 to a page, and this is the grunge collection. So this is the grunge, and Rachel did it in neutral, so tans and browns. She did a blue one and a pink one. So I've printed off 4 pages onto one so that they're slightly smaller. So there is that one. And oh, that's another full page of the shabby blue. And here is another of the grunge, printed off in reduced sizes. I mean, just look, they're gorgeous. That is the heart that I used for my tag, and I used it half page, I think. So instead of doing 4 to a page, I did 2 to a page when I printed them off, and that is the size that I used. And as you can see, it's slightly bigger than the tag, which I do like. I'm going to show you this one against the journal that I'm making in a minute so that you can see the size, and I'll tell you the measurements. And underneath, now this is the shabby blue, printed off 4 to a page, so you can see the difference. That was the one I just showed you in full scat. I mean, they're just beautiful. Rachel, honestly, they are really, really beautiful. And there we go, that's the other collection from the shabby blue as well, printed 4 to a page. So I thought I would use some of the smaller ones today. So let's get cracking and let me show you what I did. So I'm going to tell you the measurements. So my tag is 3 inches by approximately 7 inches, so 3 by 7 tall. And like I said, the heart was from the grunge paper but printed 2 to a page, so not completely full size. And the journal I'm working on is a traveller's notebook size journals. These tend to be the sizes I like, and Steph from Hilltop View Journal, she also likes working in this size. And if I place the, I mean, just look, aren't they gorgeous? Those are from the Shabby Blue. Oh my goodness me, that is from the Grunge, so that's a full size from the Grunge. And if I just pop the tag on one of the pages to show you, so that is almost a full page in size. Okay, so when I'm closing the journal, some of this heart, because it's offset from the tag, it's off the edge of the tag, some of it will show through the side, the edge, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. In fact, I did that on purpose. Okay, the ones I'm going to do with you today are slightly smaller than that one. So let me show you. Oh, let me show you first what else I've been doing for this one. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Let me undo it and show you. It's going to be like a, do they call them gatefolds when they open that way? Oh, I just love it. I fussy cut out the florals here and sewed some lace down this side. And it, as you can see, my journal is going to be a bit of a denim and lace kind of theme. So yes, it's just like gorgeous. I'm so excited. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, Marie, back to the tags. So the tags that I'm going to do today, roughly, are slightly smaller, as you can see. So they are size 3 inch by about 6 inches. So roughly the same width, I think. Yep, but slightly shorter. So they're about 3 by 6 inch. Now, what I do to start with, I get some backing paper, so a piece of book page, anything like that, and I start collaging it, and that's what I did for this one. So my background is literally collaging using some papers that I know will tie in. Look at my basket of scraps, and it does so happen, because I've had a little quick look through, I've got some scraps here that I'm going to use because I know it's grungy and blue, so I might use that one because it's got blue text, a little bit of neutral on that one, a little bit of the music paper. So I have got some bits and pieces here. Let me pull out, what's this one? Let me just pull out this one. Oh yes, I might be able to use that as well. So look, I've got my scraps, and I'm sure you have got basketfuls of scraps just like me. And I'm going to start collaging. Now, I'm only going to show you a little bit of what I do because Rachel has got lots of YouTube tutorials on making collage masterboards and things like that. So I don't think we need to do too much of that. But I literally just get my ruler and I tear off bits and I just start layering them onto my backing paper. I don't stick straight away. I prefer to get going with them and just see how they look. I quite like that one there. So let's just tear that one off. A bit of blue somewhere, because I know I am doing a bluish journal. What about a bit of that up there? What do we think? Oh, I like that there. Yep, let's do a bit of that one. So cut off or tear off. Oops, let me just do that one again. Tear off there. And I just start to build my pieces up. I use my ruler to tear mine. You could use just simple tearing if you want a real sort of grungy look to it, shabby look to it as well. Oh look, I like that one up there. Maybe I need a bit more neutral. Oh yes, look at that. I'm going to do that one there in a minute. So I quite like that one. So I know that that will go under there like that bit, not there. And I'll tear it off down here. Roughly, tear it off down there. And this is literally, guys, all I do. And I just collage up my backing sheet with pieces of my scraps until I'm really happy with it. Okay, and that's literally what I do. So to show you now, some that I did before. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to keep my scraps together because I know these will work on those new tags. So I'm just going to move them out of the way. And here are some that I've already done. So there's my book page backing, and I have started to layer up my collaging pieces, and then when I was happy I stuck them down. You could do a complete A4 or full scap in one go, layer it all up and then chop it down, which is what Rachel will talk about on one of her videos. If you search her videos for masterboards, and indeed any of the design team members, I know that Jez from Nigeza Creates has probably got a video on masterboards as well. Steph, again from Hilltop View Journals, she is the queen of grunge and clusters. Honestly, she does beautiful ones. So yep, here, there we go. Look how many I've got. So I've got lots to use. And of course I won't keep them this length. I can now chop them down and to make the bases for my tags. And seeing as I've just picked this one up, let's use this one. Okay, so I want my tags, I said, to be about 3 by 6. So let's just pop that on there. That is 3, and I want it to be about 6. So I'm going to decide if I want that part for my tag or if I want the upper part for my tag. I'm just looking here. I'm going to go with the bottom part. So I'm just going to now get my trimmer and trim off at 6 inches, which is the height I want it to be. And turn the sound down now if you don't like the slicing sound of the cutter. And the tag ends, as in that end, I'm just going to snip off. I'm just going to fiddle with the brightness. I don't know if this is too bright. Let's just have a look. Is that a bit better? Let's see. Let's try. So I'm going to snip off my corners. There we go. There we go. So I have my tag background, and it is really literally just that. Bit of music paper, text paper, maybe some dictionary paper, and just layering up your scraps. Now, the eagle-eyed among you will have noticed that the top piece here is some embossed paper that I've done, and I can do that, and there's also a sort of lace or ribbony bit here. So I've got some of my embossed paper here. I've also got, if you haven't got an embosser and don't have anything like that, you could also consider using some textured wallpaper. Please tell me I'm not the only one that goes into a DIY shop and get loads of samples of wallpapers. Please tell me I'm not the only one that does that. So you could use that. And I also here have some embossed paper bag. That's a paper bag, so we could use that as well. I think today, let's go with the wallpaper. Let me just audition it. Yep, I'm going to go with the wallpaper. So I'm going to tear off a little bit of this to start with. Let me just do that. There. And I'm going to, yep, glue that down and then chop off my tag ends. Right, let's do that. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this, purely because it is wallpaper, and I'm not sure if my standard paper glue would be strong enough to hold the wallpaper. So I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac. I expect Collal will also work. I know that Jez from RachandBellaCrafts uses Collal, and she mentioned that to me on one of the retreats, RachandBella retreats. Oh yes, I've been so lucky to have been on several of those. I'm really sad that I can't go to the autumn one, but I'm really hoping to attend another one next year. So anyway, I digress. Yes, Jez from RachandBellaCrafts on one of the retreats told me about Collal. So I have got some. She did warn me that it might smell. Well, not might, does smell. But she has kind of got used to the smell. So I thought, okay, Fabri-Tac smells. So if I can coat with Fabri-Tac, I should be able to coat with Collal. And yeah, it's not too bad. Those of you that don't know, there we are, Collal, Fabri-Tac. I love using Fabri-Tac, but Collal I am discovering is just as good. So yeah, they both smell, but like Jez says, you do become immune to it. It's summer here in the UK, so we can have the windows open at the moment because it's so warm, and that helps with the smell, doesn't it? So there we are, my tag at the minute looking like a house. The house with a roof. Right, what I'm going to do off camera is I am now going to sew, just like I did on this one, a bit of messy sewing. I'm going to sew around the edge of my tag, then I will come back and we'll choose some lace or fabric to ruffle up and put down the edge, or not the edge, it's slightly inwards, just like here. And then we'll decide also on the topper, because we need something for the top. So at the minute I'm going to come off camera, sew around this, and I shall be back in a jiffy. Right, I'm back. Here is my messy sewing all the way around the tag, and also while I was off air I started gluing on my bits for this collaged background. I just thought that I would share some of you, in case some of you don't know and are feeling a little bit, especially beginners, intimidated by what a masterboard collage is. I just thought I would finish off with you what I'm doing here. I quite like this script piece here, and I feel like it needs a bit more blue somewhere, so let's have a look at what we've got. Oh, we've got more of Rachel's wood grain from the blue Shabby. We've also got some of this blue, or we have some of this blue from the grunge that I had left over from a different project. Let me just audition it, see what it's going to, oh yes, I like that. I always audition, see what it's going to look like. So let me tear some of that off, and I'm going to, tear some of it off so that I don't need, to get rid of the little bit I don't need. Let's just tear that off. Okay. And I'm going to stick that bit up there, I think, like that, and then I'm going to have that bit stuck over, overlap them a little bit. Can you see there, this piece here is overlapping that one and that one to help keep them down. So overlap them a little bit. That's what I do anyway. And now I've just got to find a new piece for here in a minute, which I will do after I have glued these two in place before I forget. I just try and get them down first, and then any edges I will glue with my wet glue. Like here, any corners that I may not have caught, I will just put a bit of wet glue under there and do those soon after. So I'm going to put that bit down there. It's a really, really good way of using up your scraps. Is that straight? That bit there. And now I want something just here. Let's have a look. What have we got? Have we got this bit here? What's this bit plain? I think I want something with a bit of a pattern on it. What about another? What have I got here? You're probably shouting at me, that bit Marie, aren't you? So what about that bit there? Yep, let me try. So I'll turn the tag to help me gauge the size. So I want to, maybe not quite that bold bit. What about that little bit? What about that bit? Yeah, let's go for that bit. So I need to tear it there, and then I need to overlap a little bit, so I need to tear it. Well, I'm gonna cut down this edge anyway to neaten it off, so I need to tear that bit about there, bit of glue and overlap and pop it there. So this is really therapeutic. If you've never done this before, consider having a go, because one, it gets rid of all your scraps, so like yay, hooray, but two, it's so therapeutic. So I'm just going to stick that down, and now I'm going to, I know I haven't glued down all my corners, but just to show you, I'm just going to turn over and cut off my excess bits here a minute, and then I'll get my trimmer when it's completely dry, and I will pop it through my trimmer. So yeah, we can have it that way. Remember, it's only on book paper. When the glue has dried, it will become slightly stiffer, but if I was making a tag, I will eventually back that onto something to make it really firm. So we could have it that way. The top of the tag could be there, or we could have it that way, multi ways, and that is exactly what I do, and it is that easy. Simple simples. Right, back to our tag. I'm going to put all my scraps that I haven't used back into my scrap box. Right, okay. And back to our tag. Right, it needs a little bit of something, doesn't it? Oh, let's get rid of that. So that's the original one. This one we're making now is slightly smaller, isn't it? It needs something. So I am going to my sheets that I showed you at the beginning. I'm hoping this isn't too dark, folks. See, now I could cut out that and use that on our new tag. I could, that's a possibility. If I look at the grunge, because I've printed 4 to a page, the hearts are now a, oh yeah, look, lovely size. I could use that one. I could use the blue one again, or I could use this one down here. Do you know what? I'm going to cut out that one. I think. I'm not totally convinced that that is what I'm going to do. Let me see. Let's have a look at this one. We need to audition. Look at that. Oh, lush, lush, lush. That one. Oh, I'm not going to use that one because I have used that one on a bigger one. Do I need a... No. Possibility. It's between that one and that one. I do like this one. Let's go for it. Right, let's just go for it. It just means I'll have to make another tag to use some of these ones. Right. Let's go for it. I am just roughly. I am not being perfect about this because it's a grungy, shabby look. I am just wiggly cutting this part out. I'm not even following any specific part of the image properly. I am just doing what I want with my scissors, wiggling it around. Okay, just there we go. Okay, now we could put it like that. Look at that. Or we could have it offset. Okay, we could have it offset so that it will look like that. Or we could have it offset this side like that. I am just going to snip a little bit more off of this. There we go. Do I like it that side? Or well, all the blue is this side, isn't it? So what about this side? Just a little bit off the edge. Yes, I do like that. And I get to see some of the music paper. Or do I want it in there like that? No, I'm definitely going to have it this side. Right, now I know that. Okay, I'm going to layer up brown paper, book paper. So I need to do the same on that one. Let's just do that first. Brown paper and book paper. I know I've got some somewhere. Brown paper, just basic packaging paper. Brown paper and book paper. I've got plenty of book paper. What have I done with it? Okay, let's get some more out of my drawer. No problemo. Voila, just like that, out of my drawer. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Make it look even more grungy. Do that. And I might ink it with some tea dye, distress ink. And I also will ink it underneath, because I'm not going to totally glue it down. I'm actually going to sew around it as well, and so it won't be totally catching at the edges. So I always do a little bit of inking underneath. Okay, so now I'm going to very quickly make sure this is going to go on my book page. Yeah. It's going to come off that side, isn't it? So I might want it that way around, so the book page. Yeah, okay, right, Marie. So backing paper first. Is this going to... Oh yeah, it's already perforated. That's handy dandy. Okay, right. Glue that on there. Now I am going to use wet glue. I use Janie's Originals paper bindery glue here in the UK. She's online. You will find her online. She is a proper bookbinder person, papers. So her glue is very good for things like journals because she uses it for her bookbinding. Okay, so I am now again going to cut that out, leaving a little bit of a border around the heart. I might go wiggly squiggly in places. Okay, in there. Not very fussy about it at all, as long as I'm still getting a heart shape. Okay, there we go. That's one layer done. How's it looking? Fabulous. Let's have a little look. Yep. Okay, and I don't like the dark against the lighter background, so I am going to put it onto the book page, but now I'm thinking even about making it lighter still, because this heart is quite grungy. I'm even thinking about putting it on this white. I'm going to put it on white paper. Bear with, I'm going to get some white paper. Oh, or even a bit of light tea stained. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Right, let's not use book paper this time. Let's use a bit of light background. So I've got a bit of tea stain, very light tea stain paper here. Okay, I'm going to stick my heart onto it, and again cut it out very fussily, roughly, whatever. Let me undo that so you can see that one. Okay, right, let's just so it's got a little bit of a border against the brown. Okay, there we go. Now that has really lightened this heart up. Lovely jubbly. Okay, I'm just going to do that. We still got heart shape. We have, okay, a little bit of inking. And again at the back. I'm not being very particular about this, just inking in places. Okay, now I can feel that that is quite wet because I've used wet glue, so I'm just gonna carefully, so it doesn't tear, grunge it up even more. And when that has dry, when it's dried, I'm going to sew around that one just like I've done on the tag and just like I did on this one here, and that is going to go just off the edge like that. But we need a bit of something underneath it. Okay, we need a bit of something underneath. So this one is quite dark, so to keep in with that, let's have a look what I've got here. I have got some goodies on my table here. Let's just have a look. What have we got? Okay, we have got bits of lace. So we've got this strip of lace curtain, something or other. Let me audition. I do quite like that, but not on its own. But I do quite like that. Okay. Right, I've got some of the blue that I used on the bigger tag here. Let's see what that looks like. That way. So lace. Then we could have a little bit of blue. I do quite like that. I have got some different lace here. This is quite nice. What about that and the blue? Ooh, ooh. I likey. Let me just, that's going to go there. Yes, I likey. But do you know what? This dark bit of the heart is putting me off. Is it putting you off? I'm going to have to redo my heart, I think. That is not good. I'm going to have to go for a lighter one. Where is the lighter one? Let's have a look. I think I'm going to have to go for a lighter one and cut off the brown and just have the blue. I could use that one again, but I've already made one using that. Or should we go with the flowers? Oh, decisions. That is beautiful. I quite like what that will look like on there, even if it's just these two. I do quite like that. What have we got over here? It's the blues, isn't it? I like. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Oh, now I don't know what to do. See, I told you I wouldn't be quick. This is hopeless. Rachel, you've given us so much choice. I blame it on Rachel. I do, Rachel. I blame it on you. What about some of these? Too big? Shall I just cut off the dark bit? Let's go for that, Marie. I did want this heart. Let's go for just cutting off the darker bit. Let's just hope that this works, folks. I need to go back in there a bit, don't I? Oops. Let's go in there. I really don't want the darker bit. And it was a bit of a mistake doing it on brown packaging as well, wasn't it? We live and learn. We live and learn. Right, let's get rid of that bit. Now let's have a look. Yeah, see, that's much better, isn't it? It still needs to be layered on the... Doesn't it? Still needs a bit of that, then that. Yes, it does. Let me move that out of the way. I'm going to keep these bits here because I like the look of those. Keep them near me. Right, let's try again. Ooh, let's do inking first. A bit of inking, not too much because it'll make it go dark again. Just enough for a little bit. A little bit of a grungy shabby look. Right, that. Okay, now let's glue again. Let's glue again. It's going to have lots of wet glue, isn't it, this one? I have to wait for ages to dry, and then I've got to sew it. Right, let's put that on there. Oh, let's chuck that bit away, shall we? We're not going to use that bit for anything. Don't put that in my scrap box. Okay, Marie, I told you I just cannot do quick videos. I am really sorry. Oh, please bear with me. Please bear with me. Sometimes things do not go to plan, and we just have to change our mind and go with something else. I would have not liked that tag if I had gone ahead and stuck this heart on it with that dark border. So I've had to chop that off. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Now let's have a look a little bit more around here, I think. There we go. I'm going to audition again. Audition again. See, that is much better. Much, much better. In about there. Gorgeous now. Gorgeous. And I am inking underneath this side because I know that that is going to come off the side of my tag a little bit. So when I turn it over, this bit, I don't want a stark white. I do want it to look a bit grungy shabby. Okay. Right, let's get our laces back in here and ribbons. Okay. Right. I do like that one, but we don't necessarily need that one. I'm going to try it without a minute because I think I like that one with a bit of this one. How do you tell which is the right way? If somebody can please tell me, I would really like to know how you can tell. I have no idea which way round these are meant to go, ever. Okay, I just go with what I like. And what about that bit there? and then we'll have that bit coming off there. Yeah, right, Marie, I'm going for it. Come on, girl, just go for it. So, off camera now, I am going to sew these onto my tag, and I will sew around my heart, and then I will come back and show you what we've got. See you in a minute. Right, I am back. I have sewn my 2 bits of lace and ribbon together on the tag, and I have also sewn around the heart. Messy sewing, that's what messy sewing is, folks, when you just go round and round and round and round in no kind of neatness at all. Bonus points, if you can spot what I did. Look closely. It's not just a white bit of tea-dyed paper. There is also some blue there now. So I felt like it needed a bit of a blue border around my heart. Look. Okay, that's what I felt it needed. Now, I'm going to go with this one like down here. I really like the way it looks there. So I'm going to put that there, but I'm going to put a bit of something underneath. On the original tag that I shared, there is gold tulle underneath, and I do have some gold tulle here, so we could use that again. I also have some sort of like, I don't know, really light chiffony fabric, which I do quite like. Let's just scrunch this up a minute and put it under the heart, and then layer the heart back. I do quite like the way that looks there. I could do that and the tulle, or I could do another bit of lacy ribbon, but actually I'm going to stick with the chiffon, and I've got more here, so I'm going to cut or tear more of it off and scrunch it up underneath the heart. So let's have a look here. I've got kind of 3 pieces here, and that's too big, too much, so I'm going to put some glue and just scrunch up the pieces underneath and then stick them onto my tag with the heart to hold them in place. So let's start with the bottom one, a fabric tack for me. A bit of fabric tack on there, and then let's go for that one about there. More fabric tack, and scrunch that one up about there. More fabric tack. Stay there, stay there. This is where it sticks to you, not the pieces that you want it to stick to. I am going to scrunchy that one up, and I'm sort of going to put it there. Let's turn over and have a look. Lovely. I might just hold all that there. Oops. I might just hold all that there with a little bit of card or something. What have I got here? Just to hold it all in place so it doesn't stick to my fingers. Okay, stay there. Okay, it's holding nicely. Okay. Oops. See, it sticks to everything. Let me just have a look. Have I got time for a bit of fiddle? I have. Let's put that bit under there. Oh, lovely. Let me just see what it's going to look like on here. Down a bit, I think. Down, down. To the left, to the right. A little bit too much there. Not a problem. Look at that. Gorgeous. So I'm going to stick that on. It's going to come down a bit. About there. But I haven't finished. Oh no. Let's stick this on. Right, the last thing to do is the flower, or whatever you prefer, and the gems. And on mine I did a flower. I'm just going to, right, put this where I want it to be, about there. And I'm just going to get a paper clip to hold it in place. I've got a fairly large paper clip here. And while I'm getting on with something else, this can be, oh, let's do it this way then. There we go. Okay, this can be drying. Down a bit, down a bit. There we go. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry a minute. Right, the flower. Okay, I had a flower punch, 2 different sizes. One is the Tim Holtz Sizzix one, that one, and then a smaller one, okay, on top. And I did it in dark blue on this one. And I do feel that this needs blue as well, but maybe not so dark. So let me reach into my scrap bin. And maybe this sort of blue this time. So I do 2 of these. So 2 of the Tim Holtz punch. And another one. Ow. Why has it got stuck? Come on. Oh. There we go. Okay. And let's do another one. Okay. So I've got 2 of those and 1 of these. So let's, there we go. Okay. Right. And again, no neaty neaty. No, no, we don't want anything neat, neat, neat. So scrunch it up. Scrunch it up. Sometimes I will get a spray water bottle and I will spray, before I scrunch, I would spray that first, then scrunch, leave to dry, and then when you open them, it really is stiff and it will hold its shape. So that's a little tip for you if you didn't already know that. Wet them first, so spray them with water first, leave them to dry, then open them and they will really be scrunched up. Let me show you that one. Are you going to come in? There we are, come in focus. So that one's all scrunched up. The second layer all scrunched up. There we go. And the third, oh come on. There we go. And the top layer, the third layer, all scrunched up. Open them up. Ink them as well if you want them to look even more grungy. I will do that once I've put the flower together, and that's your middle bit. Okay, and I'm just going to audition. Lovely. So I have my stabby mat, I have my awl here, or my pokey tool. Stab that through, grab my split pin or brad that I already have ready, a white one. Okay, and that's going to go through. There we go. Open it out like so. Let's put my top on my awl before I stab myself. That has been known to happen. Okay, and now that my flower is made, I am going to now use the ink the underside, grunge it up a bit. Okay, scrunch it up even more. Yep, and that will have held enough now, and I'm going to glue that one. I think I'm going to glue it. What does that look like there? What do you think? Yep, I think so. So I'm going to glue that one there. I think I will use a Fabri-Tac for this one as well. Okay, bit of Fabri-Tac on there. And then all that's left to do are a few gems if we feel we need it. So that is going to go on there. And once that's glued down, I will be able to scrunch it up again like that. So I'll wait for that to dry before I do that. Okay, and now I'm just going to show you here the layers, okay, underneath. It feels like it's not sticking very well, gluing very well. If that's the case, I will take it off and have another go off camera. Okay, so all that's left is the gems, and I have this lovely fabric strip of gems. I don't know what it's called, but I am going to 1, 2, 3. Odd numbers are good. I like odd numbers. Okay, so I have these 3 here, and I'm going to put them on there like so, and I think they will look rather nice. I'm going to probably put more glue under here off camera so that it holds. Let me use this one for my gems. Okay, a bit of glue there, tiny little bottle, narrow spout I suppose, minimal amount of glue, and I'm going to put my gems down like that, and voila. I also could use my crocodile and an eyelet up here so that I've got some ribbon coming up the top, which actually I might do when it's dry. Let me show you those gems. There they are, and the flower. It will be scrunched up more than that when it's dry. There's our layers of lace. That's our messy sewn heart, our layers of chiffon fabric underneath, and I will show you how I know it needs more glue, because if we do that, that's coming away. So I will use more glue to hold that down off camera. Okay, but folks, there we have it. I hope it wasn't too confusing. I will post a picture of this one once it's completely finished. in the Facebook group, so RachandBellaCrafts Facebook group, and you will be able to have a closer look there. Thanks for joining me. Sorry it went on. Oh, I know, quickly before I go, if it's in and out of focus, will you please let me know what I'm doing wrong? Because on one of my previous videos, somebody did comment about it in and out of focus and it was jumping around a little bit. So please let me know what I can do to rectify that. Okay. Anything to improve the quality of the videos, any advice would be greatly appreciated, please. So I guess we have a mummy tag or a big sister tag and a little sister tag. There we go. Okay, thanks for joining me. Bye.